I want to touch on people pleasing because that's what we do as women, and that's what we do as millennials, and that's what we do as Gen X, and that's what we do as anyone who has been brought up in the environment and the expectation that if there ain't booze, it ain't fun, right? We think no one's going to love me if I don't party with them. No one's going to love me if we don't have wine at dinner. No one's going to love me. My husband's not going to love me if I don't have, wine with him. We don't have that connection. We believe so fundamentally that there will not be connection without alcohol. It is actually the opposite. And let me tell you that I believed with every fiber of my being and every cell in my body that there was not connection without alcohol. I thought it leveled up and brought an improvement to every social situation that I was in. And I lost over 20 years to drinking of my life. I try not to look at it as losing those years, but I am mourning the fact that would I have had a million other, more present experiences through those years and so much more energy for other things that I wanted to do, creative outlets, exercise, better relationships, healthier pastimes, more mental clarity, a lot more energy and focus into my career. Yes. And it's okay to be sad, and it's okay to feel that alcohol did steal those years from you. But it doesn't mean that we can't reclaim today and the future. And I am never going back to drinking alcohol. And I want you to know that if alcohol has made your life feel less than amazing, because that's what it does, it tells you it's your best friend, but it actually downgrades your life physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in every way. And you feel that effect, you actually have the choice to stop that shit right now, today. You do not need to explain to anyone around you why you're stopping. You can just say, alcohol is no longer serving me. What I started saying is, I wanted the drink, I had the drink, and I felt worse, not better, which is the truth. Because let me tell you that everywhere you go, people will be drinking. Everywhere you go to socialize, whether it's an event, a baby shower, a wedding, a brunch, a walk on the beach with your girlfriends, a steak with your husband, you will have people drinking alcohol there. So the difference needs to lie with you. You are the only one who can control what goes into your mouth. You're the only one who can make the decision for yourself. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be present in my life, and I don't want to lose any more experiences. I want to remember this. I want to be present. I want to know when it's time to leave. I want to have true, meaningful connections with people around me. And alcohol is not helping me. Alcohol is not my best friend. Alcohol is not making me feel good anymore. And I just want to let you know on New Year's, whether you woke up with a hangover, you woke up with a clear head. I know that I woke up with a really fucking bad hangover for pretty much every New Year's for over 2 decades. The choice is only in you, because people will never make that decision for you. People want to keep you drinking. They want you drinking with them, but you don't have to. And you don't owe anybody apologies for that. I thought my whole life, the only thing I am is party girl. The only thing I am is red wine girl. People expect that of me, right? Well, that's what I presented to them. Of course they expected that. That's not your value. Your value is so much more than that. And your true value comes when you start to want better for yourself and you choose better every single day and you act on it by saying no to things that were downgrading your life, like alcohol in my circumstance. So I get a lot of messages from people who are like, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. I just know that I have a problem with alcohol. I have a problem with drinking. Dysregulated people who struggle with drinking are everywhere around us. They are our friends, they are our parents, they are our relatives, they are our bosses, they are our coworkers, they are everyone. We're just not necessarily aware of it until it becomes too bad of a problem that we actually can't continue the way we are going anymore. And that is what happened to me. I started to want the drink, have the drink, feel worse, not better every single time. I started to dread the cycle of alcohol. I started to resent the fact that I had to drink all the time to prove that I was fun. And yes, that was expected of me. But at the end of the day, what I've realized is I put that expectation on myself. My core fear was people, my husband, my friends, and my family won't love me and want to be around me if I'm not drinking with them. And that is simply not true. So if you feel like shit because of alcohol, you have the choice to stop that right now. and this video is your permission to do so. And I highly recommend consuming sober content, reading books, memoirs, listening to podcasts, however it is that you like to absorb information. Because there's a lot of support out there once you make that decision, but you're not going to get it from people that you're currently drinking with, because those people want you to stay exactly where you are because it's comfortable for them. Just like you wanted people to stay the same for you because it's comfortable for you. So happy New Year. Happy sober New Year. Highly recommend, if you are struggling with alcohol, to address it and make the decision to change your relationship with alcohol and change your mindset around alcohol not being the reward, alcohol not being the catalyst for better relationships, alcohol not being your best friend, alcohol not improving situations, because the reality is that you don't need it and you never did. And I went my whole life thinking that I did. So I just wanted to share, if you are struggling, there's a lot of help. Happy New Year.